Over in Marvel's current X-Men property, the publisher is gearing up for a landmark storyline called Fall of X. But the X-Men titles are not alone in setting up the event. Several plot threads are being set up over in the pages of Invincible Iron Man, as X-Men villain Feilong has taken over one of Tony Stark's companies and has continued to integrate the villainous Orcus into several different tendrils of Stark Unlimited. My name is Arako Braddock, and today let's go ahead and dive into the pages of Invincible Iron Man number 5 to see what kind of progress Tony is making in his battle against Feilong, and to see what kind of help Emma Frost of the X-Men can provide to him. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to go ahead and encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button if you enjoy our content. And I want to go ahead and introduce Invincible Iron Man issue 5 by reading Marvel Comics solicitation text for the issue. Tony Stark is at the end of his rope, so for support he turns to Emma Frost. Will she help Tony overcome the attacks from his new foe Feilong, or will the White Queen leave Tony frozen in his tracks? And I want to go ahead and introduce our creative team on Invincible Iron Man 5. This one is written by Gerry Duggan, featuring art from Juan Frigeri, colors from Bryan Valenza, and letters from VC's Joe Caramagna. Plus, the cover for the issue is illustrated over from Kael Ngu. And here is a brief look over at the cover on Invincible Iron Man 5, coming from artist Kael Ngu over on the issue. Really appreciate how Kael Ngu kind of sets up Emma Frost's relationship to Tony Stark in the issue. And I want to extend a big thank you over to Adventures in Poor Taste for posting this preview of the issue so incredibly quickly. So right from the onset, I think this is a fascinating issue of Iron Man, as it starts out with Tony immediately interacting with Emma Frost and trying to kind of figure out and share intelligence on the villain Feilong. Really interesting how Feilong has this kind of obsession with Mars that sort of continues to play out throughout the issue. Also enjoyed this cameo appearance in the tale over from the Sunfire character. I thought that was a really cool moment in the issue as well. The X-Men line of titles right now is so robust, and the fact that Gerry Duggan is writing Marvel's main X-Men title and this Iron Man series, I think really helps all the kind of connective plot threads in the series lead together throughout the issue. I really enjoyed some of the artwork here over from Juan Frigeri. I think Juan Frigeri's line work throughout the issue is just up to standards with what you would expect with Marvel's publishing line. But I love how it can accommodate more than Iron Man with Emma Frost, Sunfire, and some kind of fight sequences that happen later on in the issue. I think there are just so many different tones that Juan Frigeri can evoke in the series. I think there's several kind of really fascinating moments here with Feilong in particular. It's super harrowing how kind of Feilong ventures into Tony Stark's kind of birthright with what's left over from the company that he's been able to kind of ravage. And he finds a really kind of fascinating, memorabilia from Tony Stark's past involving his father Howard, and some of Howard's interesting conversations over with Adam Brashear. I really think this issue has kind of so much content featured within it, and Juan Frigeri's artwork is just so kind of robust in this tale. I really enjoy the way that Juan Frigeri draws Tony Stark's current Iron Man suit, and plus those Stark Sentinels start to appear kind of throughout this issue. Really intriguing how they're kind of introduced over in the tale, and I'm really looking forward to kind of how the Stark Sentinels are going to usher the Iron Man characters into Fall of X. There is just so much subtext in this issue from Gerry Duggan, and one of the things that I really enjoyed here was how Duggan kind of played into the fact that essentially Feilong is trying to get Tony Stark to kind of turn over on the X-Men. I can't imagine that happening anytime soon, but I'm so interested in all the kind of secrets that Feilong is keeping over from Tony kind of throughout the issue here. And I love the fact that their kind of battle from the previous issue is referenced, with Feilong's bandage that he's carrying over across the issue. I think Gerry Duggan has done such a great job kind of building up to the heightened animosity between Feilong and Tony kind of throughout this issue. So I'm really happy with the direction that Marvel's current Invincible Iron Man series is going right now. I think so many of the directions and kind of plot threads are going to spill into some fascinating aspects of fallofx. Feilong is such an interesting character. He's such an intriguing new kind of Marvel villain that I think is going to add so much to several of these different titles. I think the way that kind of, Feilong continues to hold this animosity against Tony is really one of the kind of driving factors in this Iron Man book currently. I want to know from you, what are some of your thoughts over on the Invincible Iron Man issue 5? Did you enjoy this issue as much as I did? And are you looking forward to the upcoming developments over in fallofx? Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming to check out the video, and we'll be back really soon for more excellent comic book content. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.